They came to Lagos with one box, one mattress, and a marriage that still believed effort was enough. Unfortunately, Lagos has never respected effort, only results. Their slumber couldn't believe the rude awakening. When Adewale Adebayo married Morunkeji Adebayo, nobody doubted them or their love. In Igbajo village, Adewale was known as a focused man, quiet, hardworking, respectful. Morunkeji was known as the woman who stood beside him even when standing brought nothing but dust and worn-out slippers. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, drop a comment so you don't miss, and continue to enjoy more stories from this channel. Their wedding was small. Their joy was not. When Adewale announced they were moving to Lagos, the village clapped. Lagos was the promised land where suffering eventually graduated into success. Morunkeji packed calmly. She had learned early that love sometimes meant trusting plans you did not design. Lagos welcomed them rudely. Their first apartment was a single room in Mushin where generators argued all night and privacy was a rumor. Morunkeji learned to bathe with bucket precision. Adewale learned how invisible a man could feel without money. For 2 years, nothing worked. Jobs rejected him politely, bills hugged them rudely. Morunkeji sold food in front of the house. Adewale sent CVs going for interviews and swallowed shame as he received the money his wife will give him for transportation from her little food business gain. Then Lagos blinked. Adewale got a job junior staff at a construction firm. The salary was small, but the title was enough to make his shoulders sit straighter. Morunkeji celebrated like they had won a contract in Dubai. She did not know she was celebrating the beginning of her eviction. Some men don't know how to carry success without dropping the people who helped them stand. Adewale changed slowly. He stopped eating her food, stopped calling during the day, started complaining about small things, her slippers, her accent, her local ways. When Ikeji reconnected with her long-lost village bestie, Bisola and her family relocated to Lagos when she was a teenager. She started visiting Keji frequently. Bisola was tall, curvy, expensive-looking. She spoke Lagos fluently and wore confidence like perfume. Adewale noticed. Morunkeji noticed that he noticed. Lagos traffic outside their window did not rest. Neither did the distance quietly forming between husband and wife. Money had not arrived yet, but pride was already unpacking. The problem with climbing fast is that you forget who helped you find the ladder. Adewale's promotion came with a bigger salary and a louder ego. He moved departments. He moved friends. He moved emotionally far away from Morunkeji. They relocated to Surulere, new apartment, new neighbors, new rules. Adewale bought suits. Morunkeji bought patience. He started correcting her in public, started advising her on how city women behaved, started acting like marriage was a favor he was still deciding whether to continue. Bisola became a constant presence. She understood Adewale. She spoke his new language, met his networking, standards, and image. Morunkeji felt old in a marriage she was still fighting for. Nothing threatens insecure success like a woman who remembers who you were before the money. Adewale began coming home late, phone face down, excuses well rehearsed. When Morunkeji confronted him, he sighed, tired, annoyed. "I've grown," he said. "You should grow too." Growth apparently meant becoming someone else entirely. The divorce conversation did not involve shouting, just disappointment, neatly arranged. "I'm not happy," Adewale said. "I need someone who fits my life now." Morunkeji listened as though someone else was being dismissed. The papers arrived 2 weeks later. Bisola stopped visiting or calling her. Coincidence? I guess not. Morunkeji packed her things quietly. The same box, the same mattress. Success had removed her seat. Adewale thought he had upgraded his life. Morunkeji was about to rebuild hers. Rock bottom is painful, but it is honest, and honesty is a dangerous teacher. Morunkeji returned to Igbajo village divorced. The whispers welcomed her home. She failed. She couldn't keep him. Lagos defeated her. But Morunkeji listened differently now. She noticed farmers struggling to sell produce. She remembered city markets and their hunger. She became a middlewoman, quietly, effectively. What started as assistance became business. Within a year, Morunkeji was supplying food items to Lagos vendors. By the second year, she had contracts. She returned to Lagos not as a naive wife, but as a woman with invoices, as Amadam. Meanwhile, Adewale's shine dulled. Company restructuring, salary delays. Bisola's interest in him disappeared once luxury did. The city that promoted him began forgetting him. Lagos only loves you when you are useful. Murunkeji's company was invited to bid for a major supply contract. The meeting location? A construction firm in Victoria Island, a firm Adewale still worked in. The man who erased her was about to meet the woman who survived him. Some men don't lose their wives. They lose access. Adewale saw Murunkeji across the conference table and nearly forgot his lines. She was calm, poised, unapologetic, not flashy, not loud, but finished with him. He tried to reconnect afterward, apologies dressed as nostalgia, regret wrapped in compliments. Murunkeji listened. She had learned patience from suffering and boundaries from healing. When Adewale suggested reconciliation, she smiled gently. "No," she said, "you deserve what you chose." His business declined. Hers expanded. The final irony? Murunkeji's company eventually partnered with a competitor of Adewale's firm. Because life has a way of collecting debts men pretend they don't owe, Murunkeji moved forward unbittered, unbroken. She did not lose a husband. She lost a man who confused money with worth. The city did not destroy their marriage, it revealed it. And Murunkeji? She did not glow up for revenge. She grew up for herself.